everyone, welcome to Lily Best Divinity Live. Thank you all for the love and support. Thank you for the donations, and thank you for the bookings, the readings, and thank you everyone who has been subscribing. And if you're new, welcome, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and ring that little bell so you won't miss anything. So this is gonna be another manifestation video. So I wanted to do a video on 4 ways to manifest, different ways to manifest that will help your subconscious mind. It will help you get rid of the old story, because I'm always talking about the old story, and I think I said that way too much in the last video, but anyway, you get it. So I wanted to give 4 different ways of manifesting that I've used. So the stuff that I put on this channel when it comes to manifesting is stuff that has worked for me, or I've seen it work for people that I'm close to. So these are different ways that I have tried to manifest things and how they have worked for me. And I feel that the more that I did it, the more I believed. And and that was what my other video was about, believing. You have to believe, and it's not easy for you to believe that you have something that other people may be saying that is impossible for you to have, okay? Or you seeing things not working out to your favor on what it is that you want. So these are 4 ways of manifesting that have worked for me, and I'm going to put people to the challenge here, okay? Try it for 2 to 3 weeks. Usually they say that it's good for you to do something at least 21 days, because it helps ingrain it into your subconscious mind for you to be able to then believe that is true, okay? And delete old stories. So the first one is mirror work. I don't see this much when people are manifesting, which I think is, I don't know why people wouldn't do mirror work, and mirror work is just that, standing in the mirror and saying what you are, whatever it is that you want to be, and talking to yourself as though it's already here. I've done this a lot. I did this, and I'm going to make a video on this, on a job that I wanted. I was every day telling myself that I was that person in that position. And I made up a position, okay? I made up a position, and I called it the behavioral health coordinator, the behavioral health coordinator, and which is a person that it was what I was doing then, and I wanted it to stay remote. So I started telling myself this every morning. I started telling myself, you are the behavioral health coordinator. You sure are. I said, look at them. They just adore you. They just love you. And I would say this every morning to myself, okay? And I would write it. That's the next one, journaling, okay? But with the mirror work, use your I am whatever it is that you want to be, and tell yourself this every day in the morning. I am rich. I am a millionaire. I am living in that beautiful house that I want to live in. I am, I am working where I want to work. I am, living the fabulous life. And I would be specific with one thing. If you're going to try this, these tips and tricks out, be specific with one thing, just to try it out. And you have nothing to lose, All you're doing is helping your subconscious mind and helping your self-concept, okay? And helping your mental diet. Because it'll get to the point that you're looking at, and I think it's something very powerful about looking at yourself in the mirror in your eyes and telling yourself, and at first you're not going to believe it, people. At first, when you first do it, you're going to be like, oh, this is silly. Why am I doing this? And then after a while, you get to the point that you're just like, yeah, you do have that. You are great, you are beautiful, you are worthy, and telling yourself all these things, okay? You get to the point that you just start to believe, you just start to know, that whatever it is that you've been telling yourself, you're going to get it. You're going to get it, and it doesn't matter that everyone is seeing you the way you want them to see you in the situation too. So my first thing would be mirror work. I've done it over and over many, many times, okay? And I've done it even randomly, that I'll just look at myself in the mirror and be like, yeah, you do have that, you know, like little manifestation of things that I want. And I've gotten it. I've gotten it. And I'm going to do a video on how it was that I got the position that I wanted to get, you know, and about how long did it take. But I did use this. I did use mirror work. And the second one I would say is journaling. I also journaled. You know, I journal, I write down a lot how I want things. And it's something that really helps you, because when you're writing down, let's say at the end of the day, you're writing down the way you want it, the day to be. Neville talks a lot about this, Neville Goddard. You're revising it like it never happened. You know, you're writing down, let's say you didn't get the news that you wanted it to get, and then you write down, you did get the news, and write down in details. Yeah, this person did get to me, they did say this, and say what they would have said to you. Because when you're journaling, it's almost like you're taken somewhere else, and you start to also visualize it, and you're not even realizing you're visualizing these things, what you're writing down. So you're doing two things at once, you know, or imagining it how it is, you know, when you're journaling. So many people journal very differently. Some people write down a certain amount of times. What is it that they want in the present tense? I have this, and they're just writing it down, and they write it down a couple of times. When I have manifested stuff for me or for other people, I write down a whole story. Yes, people. I write down a whole thing saying, oh, today was great. Today was a wonderful day. This person did this, and this happened with this. And I will write also, I will make a video also on journaling, how certain things that I manifested journaling. But you can write down whichever way you want. You can write it down, I am this, I am that, as many times as you want. Or you can write down the day the way you wanted it to be, almost like you're writing yourself a letter. And that stays ingrained, okay, people? That stays in your subconscious mind, you doing that. And some people do it every day, just writing every day the way they wanted the day to be, or writing down the same thing that they want that didn't happen for them. And let me tell you, it works, because I've done it, and I've done it for other people. And I've seen other people, what I wrote down happening exactly the way I wrote it down. And that was a little bit creepy, but it does work. And then affirming. With all of these, you can affirm. With all of these, to me, is all affirming. And using the right words when affirming. Using I am. Using I have. Okay? And not I could. Not maybe. No, using the right words. I am this, I am that. I have this, I have that. And affirming and using, isn't it wonderful? I love using it, isn't it wonderful? It's something from Neville, and I have a video on that. Y'all can check that out. And also, I remember when. You can use that when affirming. And you don't have to like, oh, I'm going to write it down and I'm affirming this, affirming that. No, you can have just certain affirmations that you like. You know, I am rich. It's as simple as that. Why you gotta write more to that? Okay. Yeah, and yes, you are. And putting at the end, isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful how I have so much money, and so much money that sometimes I don't even know what to do with it. Okay? And you can use all of these all together if you want to. You can look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself this. You can write it at the end of the day. Oh, isn't it wonderful how I had this? You can affirm it by saying it out loud, by saying it in your head. To me, affirmations are everything, okay? It's everything, because you're using all of this. You're saying, you're changing things. You're changing things on how you're affirming those things also. So, you know, you're changing your way of thinking. you constantly telling yourself these things, and the fourth one I would say is imagination, which goes there with visualization. Imagining yourself already there. Taking a few minutes, if you're a person that meditates, taking a few minutes in your meditation to imagine yourself there. Isn't it wonderful how it is where you want to be? Isn't it wonderful how people are treating you, where you want to be, what people are saying to you? Imagining what a person would say to you, how you would feel if you were in the situation that you want to be in. What would you be doing? How would people be reacting to you? How would people be congratulating you to the things that you want? Would people be what would they be saying to you? What conversations would you be having with certain people if it's something that you want to create between you and another person? Linda. Those of you who are trying to bring in SPs. So it's to me, imagining is living in the end. Is living in the end of your manifestation. It's and when you're imagining things the way you want them to be, this is something you can do at the end of the day. You can do it before you go to sleep. You can do it anytime, and no one can take away that from you. No one can, take away your thought from you. No one will even know that that's what you're doing either, So I like the imagining being where you want to be and trying to, to feel everything the way it would be, to see everything the way it would be if that's the way that you want it, whichever way that you want it, and what people would say to you, how you would act. Like if you want a new job, what would be your responsibilities to a new job? Who would be your supervisor? If you want your own business, what would you be doing? And would you have employees? And what kind of employees? Do you see yourself interviewing people? So imagining all of this is really something really good to bring you into your manifestation. So these are my 4 different ways of manifesting. Try them, or try all of them. But at least, try them at least for like 2 weeks, or if you want to do for 21 days and just affirm one thing for 21 days, you can also do it that way too. Everyone manifests differently. But these ways of manifesting, whichever one you feel more comfortable with, and usually when you do like mirror work, and sometimes people are like, it's just not comfortable, but you become comfortable with it. But choose something that you feel comfortable with, or choose something that just try it. Just try it for a couple of days. Even if you feel like, I kind of don't feel too comfortable with that, with doing that. Like I can't believe it. Of course you're not going to believe it, because you've been programmed to think different things. So that's why I say try it for 2 weeks. Try one of them for 2 weeks, whichever one you want, or try all of them, okay? When you're doing your mirror work. So, and come back to this video and tell me how did it work for you. Try it and some of you, if you want to go longer, try just one affirmation for 2 affirmations, whatever it is that you want, for 21 days. And then come back to this video and tell me what happened. Because you will see something happen. You will see the change. You will see your manifestation come into the physical, my friends. So this is my manifestation video for tips and with your tips and tricks. Let me know how it goes. Much love to everyone. And as always, I salute the divinity within all of you. Bye now.